There is no better way to start off the new year than with the end. What better way to start a new year than with NBA hoops? Craig, not feeling tired, are you? We got a long way to go here, partner.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Hopefully, these players can say the same. I'm sure many of them did stay up a wee bit past their bedtime last night.
Now the starting group for the visitors.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Morrison from 13. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's Coleman. Henderson defending. Coleman, the pass to Johnson. Jacks up a three. Morrison pulls it in. Henderson looking it over. Shoots. He squares up and sinks it.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Peterson grabs the miss. To the paint. A solo fast break. And that one drops.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Off on the layup.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Pass to Brown. Henderson with the screen for Brown. From outside, off the mark. Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here is Novak. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Johnson. Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Brown. Here's Morrison. Brown outside. Henderson with the screen for Brown. Novak grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Down low, here's Johnson. He goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in. Johnson's got his second basket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Brown wide open. He fires. And no good. Trying to use the glass. High post Johnson. Finished off the break. Johnson's got 6 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Peterson. Still yet to score. Shot clock at 6. Novak grabs the board. Gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Shooting for the away team.
And he makes the first.
Number 10, taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
Home team.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Peterson. To the middle. Here's Henderson. That one's off. Still out of sync. Being at around 44% in the early goings here. Morrison pulls it in.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Brown the pass to Peterson. Now here's Henderson. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray. 5 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Novak kicks to Johnson. Here's Coleman. He has yet to score. Takes it inside. Morrison pulls it in.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Yeah, easy call.
At the line for your home team.
And that one falls for Henderson.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Henderson.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Morrison the pass to Brown. Henderson outside. Out to the right wing. Brown deciding where to go with it. Henderson, no good. Gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Wells sets the pick for Johnson. There's the triple. Morrison pulls it in. Morrison's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Wall off target with the free throw line. Jay gone 0 of 2 from deep here, and a guy whose stand brings a lot of energy to the floor, Sadiq Bey.
Yeah, Kevin, you really like all the intangibles with that. Hard-working guy, confident, tough, great guy to have in your organization and in your rotation.
Now here's Wall. Still scoreless. Pass to Brown. Here's Morrison. Trying to find Henderson. Gets it to him. Wells grabs the miss. 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Open up there for Wells. And the dunk by Wells.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Henderson outside. Here's Morrison. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Fires the three. The three-pointer is right on target. 9 points in the game so far.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Timeout.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
It's Sampson top of the key. Henderson outside. Pass to Sampson. There's the pick. Shoots it up. Had the space there, but it's offline.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Wells banked in off the glass. Wells has got his second basket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Sampson. They need this one. And Blackman pulls it down. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the first. Just his first attempt. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Nailed from three-point land.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Sampson. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now here's Wells. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Pass to Novak. Good D by Williams.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Peterson. Here's Sampson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both shots good from the stripe. Gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Dellavedova scanning the floor. 4 seconds left. And the layup is good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so the first quarter is in the books. They're up by 9. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
We've got Williams, and it's Janshar in at the 4 slot. Here's Sampson. The 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
We've got Wells, and it's Dellavedova in at the point. Can he keep it going? Connects. The jumper drops. He's got 14.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
We've got Williams, and it's Janshar in at the power forward position. Here's Sampson. 5 on the clock. Back to Wall. Over to the wing. Takes the 3. And that one's good. Janshar. Janshar's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. We've got Langford, and it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. Wide open look. That shot, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Outside, Wall. Here's Sampson. Outside, Wall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Langford. Wells with it. From the arc. Wall grabs the board. Gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Williams kicks to Wall. Now Taylor. That one doesn't drop.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at Johnson, and at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Just 26% out there, a terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Ball's shot is good. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Novak, the pass to Wells. Here is Novak. Scoreless thus far. Williams with the ball. Pass to Okiki. And here's Wall. Lets the 3 fly, and Blackman pulls it down. Blackman's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Sampson. Takes it off the glass. Sampson's got 6 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points in close range.
From deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. 19 points in the game.
Well, he's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Williams kicks to Sampson. Pass to Wall. Over Wells. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He has 5.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Coleman, the pass to Blackman. To the right side. Here is Novak. 9-point game his last outing. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Pass to Williams. Outside, Wall. Fires from deep. Sampson's shot is off.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And that one is good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Sampson. He's got 6 to the inside, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here's Fernando. Pass to Wells. Here's Coleman. Just 5 to shoot. Here he goes. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. Gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Brown outside. And he converts the layup.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Johnson outside. Inside. Here's Novak. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Novak's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Pass to Peterson. Now here's Henderson. 5 to shoot. There's Brown with the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Brown's got 5 now.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Here's Wells. Peterson grabs the miss. Gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Back to Brown. Henderson with a screen on Johnson. And it's Brown missing. Gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Novak, the pass to Coleman. Novak inside. Henderson defending. Novak misses. Gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. 44% from the floor since we began the second quarter.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Pass to Henderson. Brown outside. From downtown, good on the three-point shot. Brown's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here's Coleman. 51 seconds left to play here in the half. And then Johnson with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Henderson. 7 points in the game. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Brown inside. Novak's there. Brown the pass to Peterson. Henderson with it. They get it again. The second effort. Johnson with the block. And so we conclude the first half. Leading by 6. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you the Western Conference winner, Luka Doncic.
We saw plenty of Luka magic over this stretch. He is quite...
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the visiting team. Thank you for being with us. Now let's sit.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. And 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. You've got Morrison, Henderson out there with Brown, and it's Peterson in at the 4. There's the screen, 6 to shoot. Fires from 14. Here's Henderson. Novak grabs the board. Novak's got 6 rebounds in the game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. A 3-ball. Morrison pulls it in. Morrison's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And if you're just joining us, we play it over a minute here in the third. Henderson for 3. And no good that time.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Pass to Peterson. Here's Morrison. Comes up empty down low.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
Johnson, that's for 2. Morrison pulls it in. Morrison's got 8 rebounds in this game. Brown kicks to Henderson. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Coleman.
Ouch. Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of that.
Novak misses.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively.
I think these teams have made the adjustments defensively, and both are seeing their defensive numbers rise.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Brown outside. And the 3 off target. Gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Johnson against Brown. And the shot no good, a bit short. Got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. There's the pick. Peterson the pass to Henderson. Here's Morrison. And that one is hammered home.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Johnson in the corner. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Goes up again, and the layup is up and in. 23 points in the game.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Henderson passes to Peterson. Here's Morrison. Driving inside. Misses the layup.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Here's Johnson. Bank shot. No good.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Here's Peterson. Nothing on the board. 8 feet away. Henderson, no good.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
That one a little long.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Coleman. On the wing, Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Coleman. A fader. Morrison pulls it in. Gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Peterson the pass to Henderson. The 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Henderson's got 12 in the game.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Novak. Shoots over Henderson. And they get it back.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Brown outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 10 points for him.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Morrison pulls it in. Morrison's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And here's Henderson. 12 points for him. Henderson with a screen on Johnson. Brown outside. Not that time. His sixth miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Brown. Kept alive. And another shot. Pass to Coleman. Takes the three. That shot off. Gone into a slump here from three-point range. Shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Brown with the bounce pass. A three ball. Connects from three-point range.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Second chance effort. Can't hit from in close. Gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Peterson. Not going to go that time. Getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Novak. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Here's the screen. Fires the three. Rebound by Johnson.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Just 34% from the floor. 1:11 left in the third, and the shot is good. He's got 6.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Substitution on the court.
Elbit over the pass to Black to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the shot.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
First team foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Number 10, 1 shot.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
King outside. There's the pick. Rebounded by Langford.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
To the left side wing. Here's Blackman. Carries it down low.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Grant on the wing from downtown, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Up 9, and we're coming right back. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So it's the visitors now. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. We've got Jeremy Grant. King is out there with Taylor. And it's Okiki in at the 4. Here's Coleman. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
King outside. Over Coleman. King's shot is off. Shooting 41% for the game. Langford kicks to Novak. Pass to Langford. Fades back. And it's King with the rebound. King just 33%, struggling to get good looks. To the wing right side. Taylor dishes to Grant. For the three. Offensive rebound. Shot by Taylor, no good. Now, here's Langford. He's covered by Grant. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Here's Sampson. And Blackman pulls it down. Blackman's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Driving to the basket. Coleman, no good. Gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Grant outside. Pass to Sampson. Puts up a deep three. And Blackman pulls it down. Blackman's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Coleman. They set the pick. Here's Novak. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
From the arc. And Blackman pulls it down. Blackman's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Langford. 5 to shoot. Coleman, the pass to Blackman. Sampson pulls it in. Gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Chunshard. Plenty of space. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Coleman. Novak outside. Good on the triple. Novak's got 5 points now this quarter.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Sampson's shot is off.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Yep, it counts.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
From past the arc, hits it from three-point range.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Coleman. The jump hook. Here's Blackman. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Sampson. Pass to Grant. Puts up a three. And Blackman pulls it down. Blackman's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Sampson. Now Grant. Shot on the wing. He can't get that one to fall. Gone 6 of 13. So just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And that one's good by Novak.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Sampson. Here's the three. Wells grabs the miss.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Got some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Out left to the wing. Here's Sampson, and he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. Sampson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you could be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Morrison. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Pass to Peterson. Brown outside. Here's Morrison. Novak grabs the board. Novak's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 14 points for Johnson.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Brown, right side. Lets it fly from 18. And that's off the glass and in. Gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Out to the wing. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Getting some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. To the paint, here's Peterson. No good. About 47% here in the fourth. Here is Novak. Henderson defending, and that one's good by Novak.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Here's Brown. The fadeaway. That misses off the backboard. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Turn around Jay. And that one drops for him.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Henderson outside. Jacks up a three. That one, no good. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really